What if you discovered you were allergic to your own DNA? I've had allergies my whole life. Pollen, dust, shellfish, the usual suspects. So when my throat started swelling randomly last month, I wasn't exactly shocked. My doctor sent me to an allergist for the full panel test. They sat me down in a sterile, white room and started pricking my back with dozens of tiny needles. Each one carried a different allergen. The nurse marked them with a pen, creating a grid across my shoulder blades. "This'll take about 20 minutes, she said. Just sit tight and try not to scratch." I nodded and pulled out my phone. 5 minutes in, the itching started. Normal. Then it got worse. Way worse. My entire back felt like it was on fire. The nurse walked back in, glanced at my back, and her face went white. "Dr. Chen, where now?" Dr. Chen came rushing in. He stared at my back, then at the nurse. "Which one is reacting?" She checked her chart. "All of them." "That's impossible." They turned me around to face a mirror. My back looked like I'd been attacked by hornets. Massive welts everywhere. Red and angry and swollen. Dr. Chen grabbed his chart and started reading through the allergens. Pollen, dust mites, mold, cat dander, peanuts. Then he stopped mid-sentence. He leaned in closer to one specific welt. It was bigger than all the others, raised almost half an inch off my skin and spreading fast. "What marker is that?" he asked. The nurse checked. "That's the control." Dr. Chen froze. "The saline control?" "Yes." He looked at me like I was a science experiment gone wrong. "You're reacting to salt water. Is that bad?" "Salt water is inert. It doesn't cause allergic reactions. That's why it's the control. It's supposed to do nothing." But my back was doing the opposite of nothing. The welt kept growing. Now it was the size of a baseball, hot and throbbing. Dr. Chen grabbed his phone and stepped into the hallway. I heard him talking fast, using words I didn't understand. The nurse stayed with me, watching the welt like it might explode. "Am I dying?" I asked. "No," she said, but she didn't sound sure. Dr. Chen returned with another doctor, older, maybe 60, with silver hair and sharp eyes. "I'm Dr. Rivera. I specialize in rare immunological conditions." She examined my back, frowning. "When did the random swelling start?" "A month ago." Throat, hands, face. No pattern. "Any new medications? New foods? Environmental changes?" "Nothing. I even switched to hypoallergenic everything." Dr. Rivera pulled out a pen light and examined the welt closely. Then she did something strange. She scraped a tiny bit of fluid from the surface and placed it on a glass slide. "I need to run this under a microscope," she said, and left. The welt kept growing. Grapefruit size now. I could feel my skin stretching, tight and painful. "Should we give her epinephrine?" the nurse asked. "Not yet," Dr. Chen said. "Let's see what Rivera finds." 15 minutes felt like 15 hours. When Dr. Rivera finally returned, her expression was completely blank. "You're reacting to something that doesn't exist in nature." I blinked. "What does that mean?" "The fluid from your reaction contains antibodies attacking a synthetic compound. Something man-made." "Like what? Plastic? Chemicals?" "No, this is different." She paused, choosing her words carefully. "It's a polymer structure. I've only seen once before, in a classified medical trial from 9 years ago." My stomach dropped. Classified? Dr. Rivera sat down across from me. "Have you ever participated in any medical studies? Clinical trials? Experimental treatments?" "No, never." "What about your parents? Were you born in a hospital or—" Wait, I stopped her. "My mom did a fertility study when she was trying to get pregnant. She mentioned it once. Said they paid her $6,000 to try some new treatment." Dr. Rivera's face changed. "What year?" I did the math. "About 27 years ago. In Boston." She stood immediately. "I need to make a call." She was gone for almost an hour. When she returned, 2 people in dark suits followed her. Federal badges glinted at their belts. "Miss Harper," one of them said, "we need to ask you some questions." They took me to a private room. Told me the fertility study my mother participated in wasn't legal. That the compound they used was experimental, never FDA approved. That the trial was shut down after 3 participants developed severe complications. The compound was designed to enhance embryonic development, the agent explained. "But it bonded to the subject's DNA permanently." "You're saying I was genetically modified before I was born?" "In simple terms, yes." I sat there trying to process. "So what happens now?" "We monitor you. The compound is unstable. Your immune system is finally recognizing it is foreign. That's why you're reacting now. Can you fix it?" They looked at each other. "We're going to try." That was 6 weeks ago. I'm writing this from a research facility in Virginia. They run tests every